Okay, so this is round 2 with Mike. Mike, who's currently, if I remember correctly, you're an opponent to the whatever right now, or am I wrong? Or just neutral?
I oppose the site.
Okay, and
At the moment.
And I myself am going to try and spread positive ideas, and who knows, maybe even turn Mike into a supporter someday. Anyways, though, carrying off from what I was saying in the other thing, part of the way how I'd intend to get people clean, to get people sober and all of that, is to attach their ability to be here. Well, at least this is with my community anyways, not necessarily Mike's, but my own Eric Ellingwood's commune, is they have to enroll in a program, in a permaculture program. The personal one that I would recommend is what's called Skills to Inherit Property by Paul Wheaton. And oh my God, I forgot the other point that I was going to build up to here. Let me see if I can get a few minutes. Let's see. The other thing that I was going to say is another program that I would do is based upon Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and then basically take the metaphorical hierarchy, you split it in half. What are the people's personal needs, and what are their equivalent social needs? A need that we all have is for excretion, having to urinate, having to defecate. Well, the social equivalent of that is sewage treatment. Okay, one of the things we do at the site is, okay, how can you turn fecal matter, poop, shit, into gold? Well, at the very least, there's the Paul Wheaton system with their composting toilets called the willow feeders, 45-gallon drums. You put wood chips on top of it, put it aside for 2 years time. And by that, it basically just looks like essentially sawdust, maybe off-color sawdust. Plant willow trees on it, chop it down, you got firewood. A step above that would be to have a conventional septic tank that overflows into a leach field. But the leach field would be a swimming pool with a greenhouse on top, kind of like with what the Phoenix Earthship. A bigger thing would be to have a biogas septic tank. That your fecal matter with the biogas septic tank is able to produce biogas, which can cook food, can be used for blacksmithing, maybe supplementary home heating, maybe gas lights if you're a little bit into more old-fashioned living. But that right there, it's not what I just said, isn't so much about the actual systems as it is the attitude, the ability to be psychologically affluent. That most people, when they see fecal matter, they see a biohazard. With me, I see wealth, I see fertilizer, I see fuel that can keep me warm in the wintertime. That's the way we need to be thinking going into the future. And that's just at the very lower level of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What happens when we get up into the more social aspects, the more community aspects, and eventually you get into the needs of community, morality, spontaneity, self-actualization, and spirituality? So the program that I do to clean people up, or even to help people get organized, to build community, both for the people of Bradford or whatever town I do my own thing at, is going to be based in both Paul Wheaton's program of SKIP, Skills to Inherit Property, but it's also going to be based in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And one of the other important things is, where was I going with this? Like I said, get people trained up with alternative living and stuff. I'm willing to bet that I could literally take people who are depressed, homeless, maybe drug addicted, maybe suicidal, whatever, and then within 4 years' time, having them be workers who could literally bring potentially have a company which could bring hundreds of thousands of dollars a year into whatever community I do my own personal project in. And I see no reason why what Mike Tuller wants to do, or even independently of him, what I want to do, I see every reason why it could literally bring in maybe $100,000 a year per person. Have a good day. Have a good day, man.